Branden here. Time for more Branden's boy problems. So, I've been having a lot of issues lately with cock blocking friends. Like, not my friends, but like guys I'm into's friends. Like, it happened multiple times on my trip to DC this past weekend. And I am so annoyed. Like, first I met this like cute beefy bear at like the club, and then like we're flirting, getting to know each other. And then like we kept like separating because he was with his friends, I was with mine. So like we would flirt and like talk and get to know each other briefly and then go back to our friends and then go meet up again. And that happened like several times. But then like after like the first or second time, he starts asking me about like my freak Twitter, and I'm like, what the hell? And then like he told me his friend told me about my Twitter, and I was like, that is such like a cockblocker move, because I'm like, and then the guy kept asking me about it, which was so annoying. I'm just kind of like, why would you just go tell your friend that when we're getting to know each other, talking about it, or getting to know each other? It's like we literally just met, and you want to tell them about my freak Twitter. And it's like, no matter how open I am sexually, it's like I'm not ashamed of like anything I have sexually or done sexually, but I also just feel like the person or his friend is probably only telling him because it's like jealousy or like cock blocking, because I'm like, are you trying to scare him off of me? Like, why would you feel the need to tell someone that as soon as you meet them? Like, especially I feel like in a way like that's gonna change the mood between their flirtation and whatnot. Like, it just felt like a hater move, and I'm just kind of like, are you jealous because you jerk off to like my pics and videos, but I don't want you, I want your friend? Like, that really just seems like the hater stuff that goes on in the gay community. Like, it's just really annoying. I just feel like, why would you feel the need to go do that? Like, I'm here getting to know this man. And it's like, if you find out naturally, I'm like, I don't care. Like, I'll answer to it, but I just don't like, it's like, we're flirting, getting to know each other, having a moment, and then your friend just wants to come in and say like, oh, he's very popular on Twitter, is always posting stuff on Twitter. I'm just gonna like, what the hell? And then like the friend even admitted to it at the end. I'm just kind of like over it, even though like I was over this guy too, because I'm like, he lied to me about being in a relationship, or like he told me he was single, and I asked like multiple times in the beginning, and then later in the night he's like, oh yeah, I have a boyfriend. And then like he still wanted to like make out and flirt, but then he got scared off because like he went to like the next club, and like I was still trying to like meet up and hook up, because I mean, of course, like a boyfriend is not something I care about. Like, I'm still gonna hook up. But then like he blocked my number, even though he's the one that wanted my number in the first place, because I guess he didn't want to be tempted to screw up his relationship, even though it's like you already were making out with a random guy at the club in front of all your friends, knowing you have a man at home. But whatever. And that was just another hater move. And then another one was like, I was like eye fucking this guy from across the room, and he had this fat annoying friend that was like cock blocking. And then the guy seemed like maybe too drunk, because he was like flirting and dancing with some ugly guy, and I was kind of like, ew. But like he was still making eyes at me while the other guy's like grinding on him, so I was like, I still have a chance. But then like the friend came over and was like cock blocking and like hating when like they moved, and then I went back outside with my friends, and then they were outside, and like I was still trying to get the guy's attention to like, hey, let's talk. And then the friend's like over there like rolling his eyes or like doing other things, like trying to call me thirsty, and I'm like, your friend always is looking back at me whenever I look at him, and we're like having a moment, but we guess we're not like going to meet up with each other. So that was just very annoying. And I'm like, what is up with these DC gays being such haters? It's like, I mean, I guess I usually don't go out with like a group of gays, so I usually go out with like one or two friends. So I usually don't have to deal with this drama. And like usually my friends and I all give each other space to like go flirt, go hook up, go meet someone. So I'm never like a hating ass friend that's gonna be in their way or trying to prevent them from hooking up with someone. And they don't do the same for me. So it's just very annoying when guys do that. It's so pathetic and annoying. And it's also why I can't stand groups of gay friends, as I was just making a video about how I want more gay friends, but on the other hand, I don't like people. So I just don't have time for bullshit. Like, as soon as someone does anything fake, shady, annoying, like I cut you off. So that's probably also why I'm just better off on my own, because I just don't do well with the bullshit, and I just can't stand this part of like hating jealous ass friends. It's like, not every guy's gonna want you, especially even the attractive ones. Like, they might want your friend more than they want you, and that's okay. Like, you'll find someone on your level, but don't hate on your friends trying to get with someone when they clearly aren't interested. Like, you're not the fucking judge and jury. Like, I just can't stand hating as friends. So that was definitely one of the biggest turnoffs of my experience in DC. And yeah, it was not a slutty weekend due to all these fucking hideous friends cockblocking me, and I am pissed about it. But thanks for joining me for this episode of Brandon's Boy Problem.